Man, it's like the Tower of Terror, except, like, way worse.
Yeah.
Because, like, it's not a theme park ride, and our Kabuki Mom is really scary.
She is pretty scary.
So one button, square. Yay. It's not like it's been, like, 2 months since I've played this. I wonder what the actual time frame there is.
I don't know. Ugh, I'm creeped out already.
Do you like
Yeah.
this spooky, like, covered painting? Is there something, like, automatically unsettling about, like, well,
Yeah.
what's under there?
I wanna get a painting and then do that and put it in my home and just like have people wonder. And whenever
Actually,
they
look
ask
at,
about
like,
it, they
all
just
these...
like, yeah, they're all fucked up.
There's just like a sad pig. There's like a giant eyeball. There's some
Yeah.
sort of butt-faced monstrosity, and then like a close-up of the man in the iron mask or something. Like all of
Yep.
this is bad. So did you have to crawl through this? I don't remember.
Yeah, I did crawl through this. Yes.
Would be my guess. Hey, there's a Kabuki Mom statue that Kabuki Mom has near her like creepy shattered mirror of self-appreciation. Man, I really don't like it here.
I agree. I really don't like it here either. I had this song stuck in my head after our recording session yesterday.
Did
It
you?
made me really unsettled. Yeah.
I don't think I could have remembered the tune without considerable effort, but yeah, it's not great. Hey, look, I remembered the do everything button. You did not mention that like everything is making the controller vibrate right now.
Oh yeah, cause heartbeat.
I guess that's what that is. So the weird thing is,
You can run
like,
while
the
you're holding
heartbeat-
that, by the way.
just making sure she actually left, because I know she's supposed to leave. Actually,
Yeah.
seriously, camera, come on. But since we're here,
Might as well.
can I push this easily? Yeah, that's nice. That's good. I know, like, someone watching at home must, like... There we go. It's expertly thrown. Great controls.
Good job.
Someone at home who's watching this is probably like, it doesn't matter if you get them, because you missed, like, 4 of them.
Yeah.
Sure, that's the thing. But yeah, it's weird how, like, the heartbeat, like, happens all the way up until you, like, make a loud noise, and then everything's fine. Like, that's so, like...
Yeah.
Weird.
It's fine.
And wrong.
She can hear you. She's gonna murder you. Everything's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that. About the murder. Don't worry about the murder. So I'm just supposed to run here, right?
Yeah,
She's, like,
just run.
She's just like chasing you.
Just full on run, and then you're gonna have to
There's not
jump.
No, there's
Yeah.
like a. I'm struggling to see through the power of share play. Also,
Yeah.
the obstacle was. So,
I think
like,
you were a
that
little
was
too
weird 'cause
close
I
to the
don't-
wall.
Well, I guess so, but like I don't feel as though I moved any further down, and I like managed to get past one of them and not the second one.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell because maybe there's a share play lag or something, but I could clearly see you
Well,
you ran
there's not
towards
lag.
the camera.
There is like heavy pixelation,
Yeah,
like
well, you're doing
very
great.
bad pixelation right now.
You're doing great. Slide.
I feel like she's just gonna go through the wall. She's like clearly an obvious ghost. I mean, like, it's all cold here, so clearly she is a ghost.
Yeah. Also, all the mirrors in this area are broken. So
Maybe
I
she's
wonder
a vampire
if like
ghost.
I wonder if mirror is going to be the solution to like dealing with her.
I mean, it does seem relevant. Okay, my breath is cold again. She is nearby. She's probably one of these horrid mannequins.
Yeah. I think in the middle of the room in the back there to the left.
Just a chair? Is there more to that?
Well, there's a table there and it looked like there was something. Oh, it's like a dresser.
I don't see anything on it. She won't push the chair. The chair is,
Interesting.
like, really heavy or something. I mean, I guess there's this big spooky eyeball over it, but that's been the background of a lot of things without actually meaning too much.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever I'm supposed to do doesn't feel obvious.
See, this feels like a
the
major
background
failing to me. They had this really awesome moment, right? They set up this great scene with the crazy Kabuki lady, and you're running from her, and you escape, and then it's not obvious where you're supposed to go. Yeah. That feels like a fail in game design.
I feel like this is a thing that's been going on in this section of the game in particular, where just like they have you like weaving like in and out of environments and stuff.
That mirror's not broken. That mirror's not broken.
Which one's not broken?
On the little on the desk on the dresser.
Oh,
that's
I
a
didn't
mirror.
even realize that was a mirror. I was like looking at the shards of the what looks like a very recently broken mirror. So is she like a Gorgon or something? Like I don't understand.
Maybe.
Like oh, she's a Gore ghost. She's the ghost of a Gorgon, and her ghost will turn to stone, which is a problem for reasons. I mean, this feels too easy, so like clearly this isn't gonna like work the way I want it to.
Oh, she's gone.
We're just like in a boss fight with her already? Is that what's happening?
That seems to be what's happening. Oh, she's gonna appear there.
Probably.
Cool. Get up,
I think
quick.
I have to stand in the light. I can't control it. This is the first moment I've been able to do anything.
To the right, to the right, to the right.
Knocked down by the sheer power of, like, whatever I'm doing. Is she coming from the right? Nope.
This is awesome.
This is pretty cool. I feel like it's a little rushed, though. I mean, look at how much time we spent setting up that stupid mummy. In, like, this cool boss, we're like, yeah, I don't know, she shows up in one room, and then, I don't know, Bob's your uncle. Oh. That's... I can't actually, like, beam her until she's, like, coming at me. Like, the mirror just, like, does it by itself or something.
Right.
It's like a magical cursed mirror. Why would we keep this around? No, pick it up. Pick it up. Controls. She's moving, like, weirdly slow.
Yeah, I can see that. Behind you, behind you! Behind you! Oh my god! This is awesome.
Real close. This is pretty cool.
That
I mean, the mechanic is very straightforward. I wonder if there's, like, some other thing Wow, she came right at me that time.
Yeah, I saw that.
That is not how that's been going.
Oh, this is, like, hurting you, too. Look, she's, like, taking longer and longer to get up.
Oh, the mirror broke. Were we her nightmare or something? This seems significant. I'm not entirely sure what's up.
I wonder if you need to pick up a shard of glass or something. Oh, no, there she is. Can you stab her with the shard of glass? Oh, you have to eat her! Oh my god, eat her!
Oh my god, I do have to eat her, don't I? God, that's horrible.
Eat her! Eat her, Vasco!
I can't run.
Do it!
I have to do it very slowly and deliberately. So,
Drink
like,
her lady blood.
This idea is kind of cool, but also feels rushed, right? Like, we haven't seen her, like, do something like this until, like, just recently where she attacked that gnome.
Yeah, it was only the one scene.
I guess we escalated from, like, meat to, like, a rat, but the rat was already dead, so it was just kind of, like, gross and not, like...
Yeah.
This? It wasn't
Didn't we eat a live rat at one point, too?
Was it alive? I mean, it was, like, in a trap. So, like, I think I assume it was dead, although I don't specifically remember.
Are you gonna turn into the Kabuki Mom?
Maybe. This is like, was it Shadow of the Colossus that worked this way? Where you, like, absorbed all the darkness and it's like, don't worry about all the darkness you're absorbing, it's fine.
Yeah, that sounds right. That game was so good, man.
Not super clear on what I expect to happen next. Still don't seem to have control of anything, for whatever that's worth to no one. Uh-oh.
Do you have powers now?
I kind of look like I have powers. I don't know how they work. I'm, like, ruining the lights, and I have, like, bees of rage or something. So, like, I'm just gonna, like, kill all the horrible blob people from, like, the darkest Wally timeline. Oh, yeah, I don't even have to do anything. I just kill people with my angry bee aura. Which is startlingly similar to real life. It's a very bizarre game. Because I'm assuming that this means we're pretty much done here. But
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that. Oh look, it's Jason Voorhees, Blob Man. You shall suffer the most.
Eat his soul. Eat it. Yeah. Oh, they're like afraid of you now.
Well, they're certainly not as hungry. And yet none of them are running away, which is weird, because they definitely demonstrated a capacity to run before. Or at least,
really.
shamble quickly. Alright, I think I've killed everyone now. It's time to ask a question or two. Do you have one in mind? I can't run, by the way.
How much potato?
Ooh, that's a good question. Survey says...
They don't seem to know.
Oh, the eyeball is our hood. The riding hood is a metaphor.
Ah, but the humping is not.
The humping is not.
Ooh, shit's happening. Where will you go? The lady quarters.
I think a trophy appeared. The lady quarters?
The ladies' quarters is what it's called.
Oh. Lady quarters sounds like a naughty thing.
It does sound like a naughty thing.
So, roll credits?
Oh, it's a gnome. Go
It
eat
is a
it.
gnome.
What's another gnome?
I'm apparently piecing out up the stairs. I did let go of the stick to see if I was actually still influencing anything at this point. It doesn't look like it.
Can't move forward?
I mean,
Oh, there
it's
you
just
go.
moving forward by itself, so I can't.
Got it.
I can't not do that. I guess I can camera a little bit.
Yeah.
Huh?
We did it!
Alright. Well, I have some mixed feelings here.
Yeah.
Overall, like, atmospherically, I think that game accomplishes what I wanted to and what it sets out to do.
Absolutely.
I definitely feel like there's some weird pacing issue here, where, like, we spend so much time with that mummy, which I think is, like, easily the least fun part of the game.
Yeah.
And then, like, we de-escalate the scariness to the chef, who's, like, still scary, but not like an infinite arms mummy.
Right.
And then, like, we escalate to, like, what clearly seems like the final boss, and then, like, we get, like, no time with her, and we just kill her with a mirror. Like, that, there definitely should have been more game section there, I feel.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like they sort of ran out of steam at the end there.
Yeah, like, it definitely starts feeling rushed in those last couple sections. Also, it's weird that you, like, don't get a boss fight with the chef, even though he's, like, clearly, like, one of our, like, pseudo-main bosses. We don't even know what's under his face mask.
Yeah, that's a good point. Why didn't we get to see that shit?
I don't know, I'm really curious about that. Also, despite, like, the atmosphere being really cool, and like, I feel like there's definitely something to be said for, like, the spooky, you don't get a lot of information, but this place is horrible thing. Like, I definitely kind of wanted something to address that we were on a boat the whole time, and like, what is our connection to the scary Kabuki Mom? Is she literally our Kabuki Mom, or is that just a dumb thing that we said?
So perhaps all the, like, these are all very valid complaints. I wonder how much is just, like, they only had so much amount of money and time to make this game, and so they built a world and gave it as much as they had time for.
I don't know, this is Bandai Namco. It's not like a small company.
Yeah, but it's not a big game,
it's-
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but, like,
Maybe
even
you're
like an
supposed to
indie
wonder, I
game
don't
is
know.
like as big as I mean, it could be an open ending, but open endings are a tricky thing in my opinion, because, like, if it's too open, then it clearly just reads like you didn't try, like you didn't
Right.
address, like, important points.
Right.
And if you don't leave it open ended enough, then you might as well just say everything.
Yeah.
And I don't know that we're, like, super far off from it, but there are a few things that I think are important. Like, I think definitely we should have gotten some clearer sense of our own character's identity. Like,
Yeah.
what did we always have these powers and they were taken from us, and that's why we had to, like, kill the Kabuki Mom? Like, it's stuff like that, you know, like those feel like important to me understanding the overall story arc of the game, whereas some of the other stuff like not seeing the chef's face, like that's clearly personal. Like I would like to see that, but like I don't think that's a fault of the game deciding not to show me that. I do still feel like we should have had some kind of direct confrontation with him though.
Yeah, I agree. I think all your points are valid. Like it doesn't feel well rounded. It feels like the tone that it was going for was very, very well set. The atmosphere was awesome. The mechanics were great. The controls were abysmal, and it didn't feel finished.
The controls were real bad. Yeah.
Yeah. It feels like there was like probably an hour of gameplay just missing of like little bits.
It does.
Story-wise
exactly
that we didn't
like
cover. The whole, maybe a whole other level with the Kabuki Mom.
Yeah, and like I don't know, maybe that's because we like didn't hit some milestone to unlock it, or we should have broken more statues or something. But like it feels like something like core to the overall story, and so
Hello,
like
Professor.
that's why I feel like it's definitely like missing.
Yeah, I agree. We are recording. Why are you talking? You're not here.
Because it says credits. So
No.
I thought you weren't recording.
Of course we're recording. We always do a wrap up at the end of a game, Professor.
It says credits.
Ugh.
But yeah, so like overall, I think this is a good game. It very much feels like I could see them making a Little Nightmares 2 that feels a lot more polished in some of these ways, like with better controls and like a smoother progression through the story. Not even necessarily like more telling us what's going on. Maybe a little bit more would be nice, but like
right.
Just like a smoother trick, because like literally we would just like ride a hook along a giant abyss and then be like, now you're in the kitchen, I guess. Like, you know, it just didn't feel like we were progressing.
Bye, Professor. But not bye, because you're not here.
But like, I like this game. The controls, I think, are the biggest culprit that keep it from being like instant classic. But it's a good game. It's definitely a good game.
Yeah, I mean, like, having just played Inside, like, there's such similar games in so many ways.
Which is by our own design. You know, we were looking for something that could maybe be similar.
Which do you like more?
Oh, I definitely like Inside more. To me, it's not close.
I agree. I really love the
this.
art in this game.
Yes. Like, stylistically, I think this world is cooler. But I think that's really the only area where I would probably give it to Little Nightmares. Even though, like, both of them kind of have, like, poop endings. Although I will say I've heard that there's some way to get a good ending in Inside. I don't know what it is, or what the ending is.
Yeah, I think I heard there's a bunch of different endings in Inside.
Really? I don't know how you would trigger a bunch of different endings.
I think I saw that. Maybe it was a different game that we played recently. Somewhere, I feel like I saw somewhere that there's like a bunch of different endings. Anyway, yeah, it was a fun game. I enjoyed it. It was fun. The controls need some major work, and it needs, about an hour of gameplay to finish the story. But other than that, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much on the same page. And I would say that I get the impression that like a Little Nightmares 2 isn't off the table. I feel like this game was pretty critically well received, and people were like into it. It was a big sort of YouTube phenomenon.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good for like an indie-ish title. And if a second one came out, I feel like I would definitely be inclined to play it.
Yeah, me too. It would be cool to see like another child encounter the main character or something, and like
I guess that's the question. Like, what is the progression? Are you now like a super powerful demon child and you just like learn more about her backstory, or do you like is it some other tangential thing where someone else gains powers in a similar way, or what? I don't know. I don't know what it would look like.
I feel like she would become the villain at the beginning of the next game. I feel like that's a thing.
Maybe.
If it was going to be a thing.
Or maybe it reveals that the whole thing is this like cyclical thing, and like she like literally becomes the villain of this game or something.
Right. Oh, right. She like turns into the Kabuki Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because it feels like there's some connection between them that we definitely don't explain.
No, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. Yeah, and if these credits would end right now, it would be perfectly timed, but they won't.
Yeah, it never works that way. I'm gonna see, can I skip this in any way? I generally try not to press buttons until... Yeah, no, nothing seems to do anything.
Yeah.
Oh, special thanks is usually a good sign. Although I don't know if we have to cycle between, like, English and Japanese casts first or something.
Any second now.
Wait for it.
Oh.
Wait for it.
Oh, this is a good sign. Okay, I think we've made
credits
it.
are just gonna loop forever.
Little Nightmares, yeah, we know, it's the game.
No Marvel-esque post-credit scene. I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative, little girl.
Nah.
I think we're probably loading the title screen now.
Oh,
Hang on.
you're in control.
I'm not in control. I mean, I have the controller, but so far it doesn't do anything.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, was the ship a lighthouse the whole time? Man, I'm so confused by these metaphors.
Yeah, right? You can't
And
go
now
up the
X to
stairs
go
right
back.
there?
No, I can't move at all. I can only X to go back. And now the title screen?
Well, it's got to give us stats, right? Like on how many Kabuki Moms we got and shit?
I don't know that it has to do that. And it has decided that it does not have to do that.
Where does it take you when you
got that
resume game?
epilogue. Let's try, I guess. I imagine it's just gonna be a Kabuki Mom checkpoint.
Just for shits and giggles.
Now, of course, we have to play the loading game.
Yeah. Yeah, this game was fun. I'd play a sequel for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've made a terrible mistake.
I mean, it hasn't gone extremely well. I would. What?
I don't know.
Is this how the game starts? I think maybe this is the Kabuki Mom dream. It's just been long enough that I don't remember.
Yeah, this must be how the game starts. I don't remember how the game starts.
We have a dream about the Kabuki Mom, and then we wake up in a bedroom, and then the horrors ensue.
Is this the dream?
I'm pretty sure this is it.
Yeah.
It's definitely like about the Kabuki Mom. But
Yeah,
luckily, at least we get that epilogue there of the lighthouse that I feel like answers all of our questions. I mean,
yeah.
Did you have any others after that?
Nope.
I mean, I feel like
No.
that pretty much wrapped it up.
Nope. Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and we'll be back with something else sometime soon.
See you then.
It feels like it is, right?
Question. Shoot, slugger.
Oh dang!
Whoa,
Skull joke!
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure this
Those are
game will
gonna happen
actually have
a
a
lot.
good quantity of skull jokes.
Yeah. Skull joke!